Look, as NBA fans, we all don't say much when the refs help our team and speak up when they screw us over. And it's common knowledge that when you don't notice the refs, it means the game was well officiated. I'll talk more on that later on, but let's get to some Warriors Spurs highlights. Here's a nice Warriors go-to split action in the left block involving Wiggins. He had just taken the smaller Spur for a hook shot, and here JP is curling off Bjelica's screen while Wiggins tries to use his side disadvantage again. Keldon Johnson comes from the weak side to double, which becomes Jones' rotation for the two weak side shooters, but Porter Jr. easily cuts for the dunk. Nice read and react offense, and great pass. Jordan Poole had another great game as well, and here the Spurs switch the on-ball screen as Poole swings the ball to Looney. You can see Wiggins backdoors here, and since Looney is not a shooter, Zach Collins decides to drop to cover Wiggins' potential backdoor. But since he's in drop possession, all Poole needs to do is curl off a handoff with his defender trailing and hits the Spurs with a nice fake pass into a floater. Sweet move by Jordan Poole. Off an offensive rebound, Clay gets trapped in the corner, and this becomes a play we've seen Draymond and Steph Curry do for years. Dre catches the outlet and immediately boxes out or screens Vassell here. I actually have always wondered if this is technically an illegal screen or if this counts as just posting up, but Draymond doesn't really let Vassell close out as JP gets an open look for a long three-pointer. I definitely do not mind this play though. And here we have my first ridiculous call out of the referees for the night. Here we see Vassell catch Poole off guard and backdoors, but you can see Draymond way outside the restricted area and has already beat him to the spot. Dre proceeds to go straight up in the air with one arm up for the verticality rule, and somehow the ref standing right there calls a foul. Pretty much the coaching staff and all the players are confused by this call, and Dre proceeds to get a technical. Yes, I know Draymond Green is a hothead and he needs to control himself. He's too valuable to keep arguing with the ref after the technical free throw was also airballed. There's no need to keep going at him and get yourself tossed out of the game when you're already without Steph Curry. But let's also take a look at this referee. It's the same dude from this Timberwolves game a couple years ago, and I wonder what he potentially has against the Warriors. But hey, never mind, still a terrible damn call. No matter, another play for JP to go to his strong right hand. The Spurs switched his weak side off-ball action here, but instead of top blocking like the first play against Clay, Jones is now trailing Poole as Kuminga hits him curling around the Bjelica screen. The big man in Zach Collins is in drop coverage again as Poole pulls up for a nice free throw line jumper. Another JP attack on the drop coverage. Here he gets a high pick for Bjelica to go to a strong right hand with Poto this time trying to prevent the pull-up J, but this is what happens when the slower big-footed man comes up to the perimeter. Poole accelerates and gets a nice reverse layup off a shot blocker. Few plays down, same thing trying to abuse a slower Poto. Bjelica pretends to screen for JP to go right, but actually flips the screen, catching Poto on the wrong side of the defensive drop coverage. JP easily pulls up for three with no contest and splashes this. Down the stretch, the Warriors collapsed a few times defensively. Here Kuminga and Wiggins do not communicate this screen well, allowing dribble penetration. However, this should have been only Porter Jr.'s rotation to cover the man, with Clay helping the two weak side shooters, but Thompson confusingly also rotates down way too low off of the Spurs' hottest score of the night. Easy kick out for Josh Richardson to hit another three. And for the stupidest last few seconds of an NBA I've seen in a while, JP misses the game winner and the Warriors somehow get the offensive rebound and fouls Wiggins. Where's the damn foul? He's getting double teamed at 30 feet and he's trying to get a prayer up and I see no Spurs fouling him. Okay, so let's get two free throws. And of course Wiggins misses the second one, leading to a loose ball foul here. The refs know that both teams are in the bonus and whatever loose ball foul gets called will automatically mean free throws. Whatever happened to swallowing your whistle at the end of the game and letting made shots impact and win games? Let's take a look at the replay here. Both players seem to be physical, but somehow Looney gets the first touch and gets called for the softest shit ever. This literally happens underneath the basket on every single free throw shot, and the Spurs even ended up with the damn ball. And of course Poto misses his second free throw, and a very similar action happens down low and the Spurs get the offensive rebound and the game-winning putback. Well, that was just unbelievable. I acknowledge how hard it is to be an NBA referee and you're almost never really going to win and you're just going to get called out if you do your job really shitty. But having such a huge impact and calling clear verticality rules and a phantom 2 last-second calls for each team is just unnecessary in my opinion. May the best team win on a bucket. Don't make yourself be the center of attention and have fans Googling your name after the game. If you're an unknown ref, that means you're doing your job well. That's all I have for today, and unfortunately lost as the Dubs pretty much need any win without Stephen Curry here to keep their place in the standings, as the last month or so of play have been super rocky, and the last thing we need are Draymond injections and referee interference. Hope you guys like this breakdown, and we got a back-to-back coming up. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.